Hi friends, so I am back today with a book review, and this one is going to be Conjuring the Calabash by Mawiyah El-Jamah Bomani, and I hope I did not butcher her name. This book I loved, and I know I've said in other other book reviews, like when you have a book and you feel like you're talking to someone, like your great aunt or whomever, I love those types of books. And with this book, I felt like I was talking to the big sister that I don't have. Like, this just felt like an updated version of Hoodoo, and that's one thing that is so beautiful about Hoodoo, is that it evolves and it like comes together and things like that with time and as things are changing and things like that. And so I really loved this book. I think I liked the beginning more than I liked the end. I don't know if I was just like tired because I'm trying to get through like all these books. I've been doing like a book a week. But I know that I really enjoyed the beginning, and then towards the end I was just like, oh, okay. But it was still a good book, don't get me wrong. This book was just really nice. It just released not too long ago. I can't remember the exact date, but it did just release. It is for sure written by a Black author. I actually follow her on Instagram so I can stay up to date in case she releases something else or whatever, to see what else she has going on. The book has a foreword, an introduction, 11 chapters, a conclusion, acknowledgement, and then the bibliography towards the end. So the introduction starts on page 1, bibliography starts on page 263, and then the actual like reading to the conclusion, I guess, is from page 1 to 257. So it wasn't that bad. Like I said, I was able to do it in a week, and I'm pretty sure like one of those days for that week I missed today, so I had to double up for the next day. So not bad. Chapter 1 is Crescent City Hoodoo. 2 is Tools of the Trade. 3 is Sexual Evolution. Love that chapter, just in case y'all was wondering. That was a good chapter. 4, Love Me or Leave Me Alone. 5, Cold Hard Cash. 6, Go for Dust in Your Eye. 7, Mother Earth Sustains Me. 8, Just for the Men. 9, Goddess Bless the Child. 10, Crossing Over. 11, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Lenape. I don't know how to pronounce that, whatever that word is. But it was just an all-around good book. The introduction was good, where she's like introducing her the book and kind of like talking about the calabash and stuff like that. And this book is definitely for women, definitely for Black women. Any woman can read it, don't get me wrong, but definitely geared more towards Black women and uplifting Black women, which is something that should kind of be found within the Hoodoo realm, because Hoodoo is exclusively for African Americans. But I found that this book was really good. Let me see. The chapters, she pretty much gave like, I think I liked the beginning more because it was more like, she gave more like information, and then and it felt like more personal information. Like, again, like your big sister's talking to you. And then she gave like some like spells and like different information within each chapter. And then more towards the end, it just felt like it was more geared towards the spells, to which she did give like a still information, but it didn't have that big sister vibes, so to speak. Like every now and again, but I know more towards the beginning, it was definitely like, okay, I'm sitting here getting this information from my big sister, or, you know, possibly even big cousin that you're really close to, like a sister. And the book was just really good to me. I keep saying there's a lot of things in here that I would like to do, and I just like kind of how it's more like updated and then just reminders to do what you can. She does talk about the Orishas in here, which I do love. I do not follow the path of the Orishas, but I love, love, love learning about them. I'm like, I ain't ready for all that, so I'm not even trying to work with Orisha because I've heard it can be pretty demanding. And I don't have my life together like that. So I haven't even tried that. I just love learning. I have a love for learning. That's why I like to read a lot too. But yeah, I really like how she did this. She explains altar cloths, altar tools. She talks about candles and colors of like candle magic and things like that. Travel altars, incense, carrier oils, essential oils. I think she gives you information on how to like make your own as well. And then within the essential oils, she also gives you a little bit of information about different herbs that you can use within that. She talks about cologne waters, and again, I believe she tells you how to make your own cologne waters. She talks about tarot cards, bluing, which I've never heard of. Before this, that I can recall, I've never heard of it, and so I want to try and figure out how to get some. And if you want to learn about that, you can just read the book, but you can use it for like floor washing, meditating, things like that. She talks about handkerchief magic. And then she has these little tidbits in like each chapter called Juju on the Fly. So like basically like quick magic, because a lot of hoodoo magic is like let it sit and simmer kind of thing. So she talks a little bit more about quick magic. And then another thing I like in here was she talked about, or with a lot of her magic, she used playing cards, which I've never really, I know that it's a thing, but I've never read a book where somebody was really talking about playing cards in their like spells that I can recall. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, she talks about the yoni and different things as far as like women and spells within that realm and stuff like that. And like, of course, with that comes love spells and other type of things, glamour magic, stuff like that, anything sexual, sensual kind of thing. And then, yeah, so with the other chapters, we just go on, and I just overall felt like it was a good book. And she also talks about, which I loved, getting things from the thrift store. I just turned to that chapter and like how to cleanse stuff, and like sometimes you don't need to get stuff from the thrift store because you do not know whose, you know, residue is left over on it. But if you do grab something, make sure that you're spiritually cleansing it and things like that. But yeah, all in all, I rate this book really high. It had so many things in here that I wasn't like privy to. Well, I wouldn't say so many, but it had a couple of things in here that were new to me after reading all these books. But yeah, so go and get you one of these. And to the next read. Bye.